you shared with me, my friend. These memories I will cherish, I will treasure until the end. I'll never forget you and your kind sincerity. For all that you are and will be, you will always be my best friend. Yeah, yeah, you'll be my best friend. Yeah, yeah. You picked me up when I was down and out. You brightened up my soul in its darkest hour. When I'm sad and lonely, you fill my heart with laughter.
So you're qualified to do the business because you've actually enrolled somebody. You've enrolled somebody to get your journey with Zija off, whether it's a customer or distributor. You've enrolled somebody. So that's the first part of the plan. But the master, the big part of the plan, the difference that separates a triple diamond, a black diamond, a diamond, an emerald, what have they done? They've developed organizational skills, and they've learned a double diamond. We've got a double diamond here. That means that they've developed some organizational skills, and they've learned the other part of the Zija opportunity. The first part, everybody in here that raised you got the first part down. You shared this product, you have conviction, you have passion, you believe, but you missed the second part. Then the second part is organizational skills, is how do I get my friend Sharon here to duplicate and grow and have a left and right side, a left and right team, and start making some money. Because one of the things that Zija does on the compensation plan is your leadership bonuses, not your personal effort, but your team effort, that income is based on your organizational ability to grow a team, right? So I call it like this. We have Jessica, we have recruiters that recruit. Some of them are a lot better than me. I'm not a great recruiter. But we have people that can recruit. I mean, they're like recruiting junkies. They recruit. They signed up hundreds of people. And then over here, you got this other person that I would classify as a developer. A developer. So they recruit a few people, not as many, but they camp out with those people and they find and work through and navigate through that group to find somebody, to find a Quang, to find a Stephen Kang, to find a Kevin who's building like crazy in Asia. I mean, he's going to own Asia. This guy's, there's one diamond in the entire country of Thailand. One. One diamond. It's just so wide open, right? But he's learning how to develop and grow and teach leaders. So leadership is a serious deal. It's the development side that'll separate you from the masses, right? The people. And there's a lot to that developing part. And there's different strategies, but recruiting is just a small part of what we do. Say, well, I found somebody. No. So, and the problem is we're conditioned to manage. We manage. Like, I've got a job, I'm a manager of this department. Well, developers are not managers. Developers are leaders. They're leaders. They lead. They recognize. They're like coaches. They know talent. They have the right people, and they know how to work with, different personalities, different people. So developing is a whole new avenue and generation. But I guarantee you, if you look at the Chris Estises and the David Moses and Joel McNitches and Kevin Mullen, I mean, you look at the big earners. You know, they don't go recruit their check every cycle, every period. They have strong layer after layer after layer of leadership. What makes Zija special and real, you really can't have a long-term residual income. In other words, instead of doing the 40-year plan and, you know, like when I had open heart surgery, I was out of commission for a few months because I had to, not because they saw your chest open and they wire you together with titanium wire. I have wire inside my chest. It's probably pretty thin wire. It's titanium wire. But they just wire you together, and it takes a few months. You can't lift things because there's no cast. It just has to heal. Well, you know, during that 3 months that I was out, my organization and my residual, my income literally grew from the prior year. It went up. And I didn't do it. I didn't go recruit it. It's because I had layer after layer after layer of leadership that were out doing the deal. They're working it for their reasons, right? So you're a developer. 2019 is the year of developing, learning the art, because you can all recruit. You've all recruited, right? It's how do I, first of all, find out what that person wants. And remember, they're not doing it for you. They're doing it for them. Kevin's not doing Zija for Rory. He's doing it for Kevin. Our job is to help him with Thailand and the groups and the Asians and the different factions and help them understand and grow and learn the art of building this business. And that's where it takes time. So I'm going to have Jessica come up. I wanted to get a female's perspective. And I'm going to have her come up and you know, she's got a great organization. She's built a big business. And she's you know, she's done the deal, and she's got years of experience, a lot of experience in growing, and good at a lot of things, but. She's committed. She's. I know you were with XL too, weren't you? No, FHM. I know she's been. If she took her back, you'd see some scars there. So she's been beat up before, and she's got some more scars. But this is a powerful time where we're at right now, and I wanted her to go through the compensation plan and you can, the impact, and just, and understand the rolling periods and how you're qualified, the 500 club, the 1,000 club, and how to maximize the bonuses and structures. And she did it. She started from ground zero. She made it. She's got some leaders coming up through the ranks doing pretty good. She has a diamond here, Kaya, right there. That's somebody she's developed and helped and growing, and so I'm going to turn it over to you. And do you want to use PowerPoint or you?
No. It's all right with you guys if I don't use a PowerPoint, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Well, hello, welcome. Is everyone having a good day?
Yes.
Make sure to get those things filled out, guys, because nobody's getting access to that stuff except for you. Just so I kind of understand who's in the room, raise your hand if you're at the rank of Builder 500. All right? Builder 1000. Bronze. Silver. Gold. Okay, raise your hand if you have not hit a rank at all yet. Brand new. Okay, so would it be fair to you guys if I just shared with you how I get the brand new person started and show them how to make their investment back so that you can start some proper duplication into the teams? Is that good? All right, you guys, there's a lot of things that come into a compensation plan. And quite frankly, at Diamond and Black Diamond and Diamond Elite, we get pools and we get extra things. But until I teach you how to duplicate yourself into that level, those things don't matter, do they? So I don't want to dive into those things, but what I will do is quickly show you how we on our team get the brand new person started and create duplication very, very quickly. All right. So I don't do a PowerPoint. I don't do any of that in a presentation. I literally play the Welcome to Zija video. It's like 5 minutes. It's the top of the YouTube on the Zija International channel. It basically goes over the same things that was in that PowerPoint that Rory went over. A little bit about the company, a little bit about the doctor plan, a little bit about the basic system. Because the moment you start diving into everything else, you will be confused. Oh, I love you. Right here, this is how we do this. All right, and this, you guys, is the enrollment form. It's just shrunk down a little bit. You can also get that out of your back office. It shows the 4 main kits that you saw Rory talk about. 150 PV, 250 PV, 500 PV, 1,000 PV, right? And when you're sitting in front of somebody and you're getting a customer started, usually which kit are you going to put them on? Basic 30, a 150 PV. You guys, with this, what I'm telling you, you can drive lines not only through your distributor's base, but you can also drive lines through your customer base if you're focused on the Club 500, Club 1000, all right? So let's just take this for example. If I'm sitting in front of somebody and I'm at a meeting and I play that video and I start to ask them some questions, I will quickly figure out which path they want to go down. Are they a customer? In which case I'm going to start them on a basic 30. Or are they a distributor? Then I'm going to have a different conversation. Because those 2 bigger systems, the 660 and the 1320, your Builder Pro and your Builder Premium, the 500 PV kit and the 1000 PV kit, you guys, those have extra commissions attached to them. You heard Rory talk about it had extra products, you get it at a discount, $2,000 worth of products, but what it also has is an extra 5% in team commissions. At the 500 PV kit, you get that extra 5% for 3 months. At the 1000 PV kit, you get that extra percent for 6 months. That is an extra 50% more in team commissions than you would make in the first place. If you didn't explain that to me, I would be mad. When I walk into a meeting, there's a couple things that I have. One is an enrollment form, because I'm assuming they're going to get started in the business, right? And I need to get their information to sign them up. The second thing that I have is the little flyer that you can print off in your back office that talks about the team overdrive commissions, which I just touched on, that extra 5%. I bring that with me so that I don't flub up the verbiage. You don't need to know all this stuff, guys. The tools are there for you. Use them. So I've got an enrollment form and I've got the team overdrive commissions pamphlet. I also have the GQ bonus pamphlet. Raise your hand if you know what a GQ is. All right, guys, GQ is called the Get Qualified bonus, all right? So the GQ bonus is enrolling 2 people on 150 PV or higher with their auto ship setup. Okay, it's not just a one, if they just enroll with a basic 30 but you don't set up their ZRP, that doesn't count. It's everybody getting enrolled correctly. So customer base, you can GQ with customers at 150 PV. If you enroll them on 150 PV and you do that times 2, you'll make a bonus of $50. If it's 250 PV or higher times 2, it's $100 bonus, all right? You can print these things out right in your back office and go over them and you will start to understand it really, really well. But now this is all I teach my new people, is how to make their money back. Doesn't matter which kit you are. If you get started on the basic 30, which is the 150 PV, your fast start commissions, you've got 2 forms of comp plan that's going to come at you right from the beginning. Fast start commissions is the first one. Every time you enroll somebody, as long as you're on 150 PV ZRP, do you know how much your fast start commissions is? 25%. So if it's 150 PV, how much, if you enroll someone on 150 PV, how much commissions are you going to make? What's 25%? Anybody got it? $37.50. All right? Okay, if you do that times 2, how much money do you have? $75. If you get that extra bonus, now what are you at? 125. If you GQ times 2, how much is that?
250.
And you invested how much? $200. If you enrolled with 150 PV or 150 PV, if you ordered or enrolled with a basic 30, and you enrolled 4 people on a basic 30, you didn't make your investment back. GQ times 2. That's all the team talks about. GQ times 2. If you can start to get people started and earning their investment back quickly, you will win. And then they will teach their people how to do those exact same things. But if you're not doing these basic steps, if you're trying to figure out everything, if you're trying to learn every single essential oil and all the other stuff, you guys, those things will come with being here for the time. What you really need to get focused on is how to teach people to get started quickly, and then you won't lose them. It is a much easier conversation to have a get started on a builder premium system if you can teach them how to make their money back. Isn't it kind of like scary to tell someone, oh, you should invest $1,320? But does it seem scary if you tell them, if we get you started on that kit and we start 4 people on that same kit, we make your money back? Isn't that an easier conversation to have? So you need to be armed with these tools as you're going in. And we've done it right on here. My people walk in with the enrollment form, and right over the top of it, it shows the GQ bonuses, the FSC, and how to make their money back. And you can sit down with your brand new person, and you can show them what the GQ bonus is, and you can show them team commissions or your team overdrive and the different kits, and then they can make an educated decision to get started. But I think so many people overwhelm themselves and try and get so much information into their brain when really the basics are what's going to build your business. And the stories are going to happen. And the quicker that you get your business built, whether it's a customer or a distributor, now you'll have those stories that will back the rest of it up. All right? If there was anything, if I could give you any advice coming out of here, CBD is about to launch. The basic 30 couldn't be sexier. The little white box, right? Hashtag little white box. There's not anybody that you can't put that little white box in their hands, have them start on it, and they will feel amazing, right? Yes, yes, or yes. So the only thing you need to do is get that into people's hands faster. So, enroll 4, make your money back. If you want to teach somebody how to go do that, go do it yourself. I don't care how long you've been in Zija. You want to relaunch your business, go do that this week. Enroll 4, figure out whether they're a distributor or a customer, right? And then help them either make their money back, and if they're a customer, help them drive their lines into a couple of people that they know that also need a basic 30 to help them go get Club 500 and then Club 1000 qualified. It's up to you to get them started properly. It's not up to you to go out of here and try and find your people that are already enrolled, that didn't show up, and try and get them to go do this, what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you go do this, right? And you'll continue to do that, you'll continue to do that, and you'll continue to do that. We just relaunched our business this last week over the CBD. We just made a decision, we're gonna go make a pre-launch, right? Kyle, how many people do you sponsor this week?
8.
He's a diamond. He sponsored 8 people this week. And what's your focus from right now till this Friday?
Same thing.
Exactly. And help them make their money back. And teach them how to GQ. GQ, GQ, get 2. 2 by 2, we all GQ. If everybody's GQing, everybody is doing what? Winning. Everyone's making their money back. Your culture's good. The stories are happening. The products are being used. They'll start to educate themselves on the other things. They'll start to get dripped on by the POP campaigns and all the rest of it. But the only focus you should have is just those basic things, guys. Team commissions are going to happen. Fast start commissions are going to happen. But they're only going to happen if you do one thing, which is get in front of people and figure out whether they are a customer or a distributor and help them down the right path. All right? So that is compensation plan training, Jessica Ellerman style. If you want to relaunch your business, I suggest you go print out 4 enrollment forms, your GQ bonus, your team overdrive commissions, and get your calendar full. All right? Okay, it's time to have some success. Tom's yours.
Simple duplicate. I need to do a poll. How many of you in 2019 would like to create a second Zija income stream? Raise your hand. Okay, so looks like it's 90%. So you're here and you're in Zija. Number one, you believe in the products, you love it, and I do too. But the second part is that if you could triple, quadruple your income, wouldn't that allow you to go share the good news with more people? Right? In other words, when I take off tomorrow on first class Southwest airline, they're going to go through their spiel. I could get up and do it because I've been on so many planes. Indicates that we lose pressure in an unlikely event that we lose cabin pressure. 4 oxygen masks will drop down. Before assisting others, put your oxygen mask on first. Well, why? Because you won't be around to put anybody's on if you don't put yours on first. So if you want to help people win in 2019, put your oxygen mask on first. In other words, get your Zija financial plan in order, right? In other words, you can talk, you can spread the propaganda, but you have to be a product of the product, right? You have to walk and talk the product of the product, which means that you're not striving to rank advance because you need a bunch of pins and bells. You're doing it so that your people can see you did it. If you did it, and we're partnered together, then you can do it. Because I'm going to be there with you on that journey, right? So how do you find the magic, the people? How do you decide, okay, I've recruited 50 people and they're all product users, but they're not sharing or building, right? So I call it the ripple effect. That's you. That's all of us, right? We're product users. And we have a circle of friends, people we know. That's Mom and Grandma and crazy Uncle Bill and radical Nancy and we get them on the product. They like the product. They get minutes, so we bring in a handful. We got some GQ bonuses. Everybody starts out. They're excited. We have the grand opening spirit. We're excited. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to feel better. And oh my God, they sent me a check. It's amazing. We're on our honeymoon. Just got married. We're going to live happily ever after. Then I found out she snores, and then the lady found out the guy was a slob, and you find all kinds of secrets out after, right? You can fool me for a day, you might for a week, you can't fool me for a year. So you find out that you got more than you bargained for. So what happens is you lose that honeymoon spirit, that grand opening spirit, right? Because you find out, well, oh, you're one of those things, or, I drank Super Mix and my toe, now look at it, it's blue now. My toenail fell off and it was probably that tea. That tea did it. I mean, you hear all kinds of cockamamie excuses, right? So this is your circle of friends. This is where people miss. This is the part of the development side of leadership, right? So number one, you have to get your financial house in order, and you have to be a product of the product. In other words, if you have a personal testimony, the product's done for you, you're a product of the product, right? And so, but you also have to have the financial part of this, right? So, the last 2 years, I've spent $200,000 in international. My money. Not Zija money, my money. Growing, investing. We'll say, well, that's good for you. I can't do that. Well, if I wasn't making money with Zija, I couldn't do it. Right? Because it's a business for me. This is a business. I do a profit and loss statement. I own 16 franchise restaurants. I don't treat this any different. The only difference here is I don't have 500 employees. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I don't want 500 employees. I don't have any employees. But I'm also invested in myself, right? So like you came to this event, you had to put gas in your car, you drove here, $10 to get in to learn. Let's see, what did I spend? I gave away $500 worth of product, $500. I bought an airplane ticket, round trip. I rented a car. So I'm in this thing for $1,000. You're in for $10 plus your gas money. I'm into it for $1,000. So am I committed? Yeah. I'm not here. I'm here to help Zija get to that $1 billion legacy status. I want this company to grow. And I'm on fire, along with some of the other, David, Moses, Chris, Joe, a lot of us are, we've all kind of made a declaration. Golly, man. It's that CBD stuff, man. I have a problem with that word. Anyway, we've declared that we're gonna change the dynamics. I mean, this thing's gonna move, and it's already started. It's to have this activity go on the 5th of January is unheard of in direct sales language, right? So you have to be the witness and the testimony for your group. You're the leader. You're the commander. You're the general manager of you and the direction of your team, right? So here's the missing component. So imagine this, so Jessica or Rory, it's like I was talking with Rory, the group. I said, the problem is, okay, how do I duplicate Tom? 44 years in business, 39 years ago, this month, I opened my first franchise restaurant, 39 years ago in Sacramento. I invested $250,000, 39 years ago. $250,000, not 1320, not 660. This was a joke, right? You say, well, it's not a joke for me. Okay, I understand that. But 39 years ago, I went from an employee at corporate, I went from the corporate world to a private business. I mean, no guarantees, Tom. I spent the money, no guarantees, no money back guarantees. I signed a 20-year lease. I mean, I'm in it. There's no turning back for me. The problem in this business is, from the business standpoint, you're out nothing. The risk is nothing. The risk is nothing. The benefits, you probably won't end up a patient at one of these medical facilities. If you look at a 5-mile radius of right here, there's billions of dollars spent. Just the real estate and the skyscrapers. Every children's hospital. I saw all these medical buildings. I mean, it's booming. That's how much sickness revenue. It's big business, right? So the risk is nothing, right? I mean, the byproduct is you're going to get healthy, and it'll probably add years to your life and save you from a catastrophic disease that so many people are getting. So you start out, you join, you've got these people. That's where the disconnect, right here between this line, you throw a rock in a lake, creates a ripple. And the ripple goes outbound. The rings get bigger, right? The ripple. The problem is, the magic that's going to help you break your financial threshold, to break where you're at, to break through that stagnation. I'm a Silver, I'm a gold. I've been a gold. I dream gold. I eat gold. I shower gold. I shave gold. I painted my walls gold. I'm a permanent fixture gold. Well, how do I break out of that? How do I become, platinum is better? I heard emerald was better. Man, I heard diamonds were for everybody. I think I'd rather have those diamonds than the emeralds, right? So, to do that, you got to get outbound and find the person that's going to put you there. The person. And so, these people have a circle of contacts and friends. You have to get through that wall and get to those people. Hey, I didn't bring in Kevin. I didn't bring in Stephen Kang. Is Stephen still here? Stephen? Okay. So he's out there probably signing up a Korean somewhere. Okay. So, well, Tom, you're lucky you have a guy named Stephen Kang. He made Black Diamond in like 7 weeks. Wow. I mean, he was unreal. Okay? He built an incredible business. I mean, I made 13 trips back and forth to South Korea. So he's got a big business. Well, you're just lucky. The plane was flying by, a parachute. It was all painted in Korean colors. And Stephen Kang dropped into your organization. The Zija Tooth Fairy dropped him into your team. No, that didn't happen. A guy named Quang sponsored a guy named Stephen. And so I sponsored Quang, who sponsored Stephen Kang, who has the largest team in South Korea. Okay, so I went to South Korea and helped this thing blow up, right? What I'm saying is, the people that are going to set your family free and triple, quadruple, 5 times, 10 times your income is not going to be from the person that you enrolled. I mean, the chances of that happening are slim. But the chances of them knowing somebody that will is really good. It's really good. But you got to get to those people, right? Well, I asked him, I said, who do you know? So, I sponsored a couple up I'm going to be up in Northern California next week. And I sponsored a lady who introduced me somebody. And so I'm working through that channel, finding people. So I'm out there, looking, meeting and greeting, and finding somebody that wants to go win in business, right? And I love the product. I'm a product guy. I'm a born-again product guy. But I didn't join Zija for the product. That's really not my first love. My first love is freedom, business. I love business. Zija has a guy, a consultant, high-powered, a guy that's taken several companies to $1 billion. I'm telling you, folks, we got rocket fuel right now. This thing's getting ready to blast off like I've never seen. I'm the most excited about business than I've been in 4 decades. I'm fired up, excited. Stephen Kang, the Korean man.
I'm gonna call the one distributor. He want to order some.
I told you, man. I told you. So the point is, I didn't join Zija because I'm going to be this. First of all, I weighed 40 pounds more. I was out of control, health-wise. I thought but I love business. It wasn't the way I treated. I was gung-ho, excited, but I love business. This consultant that Zija has on board, helping us in some of the initiatives that you're going to see over the next 90 days. And I can't tell you how important it is that you, the commander-in-chief of your team, you need to be at the regional event. You say, well, Tom, March 16th, I'm going to be on honeymoon. Postpone it. You need to be at this event. Well, I'm going to have whatever. Postpone it. Be at that event. And I'm telling you, it's not going to change my business, but it will change your business. You need to be there. Why do you need to be there? Because your team needs to see you lead, right? Don't lead like this and wait. Lead from the front, right? Just like you went to Thailand with your people, with one of your team members, you went over there and spent some time and learned, and so that's what leaders do.
Thank you.
Kevin, that's what leaders do. Leaders lead. They lead from the front. So you need to be at this event. So you've got to get through these people and find somebody who knows somebody. And as you get into these outer bands, your organization will spike. You'll create this momentum, right? You'll create the momentum. And momentum is precious. It's your ally. It's your fuel. It'll help this thing grow and take off. And you know what? I'm Social Security qualified. I can retire. I got my Medicare card. I don't care. I have that. And I have Social Insecurity. And my retirement. So I can go play golf every day, right? I can live my little comfy little life and not on this planet will you ever see me do that. I mean, that is like deadbeat boring. It's like God saved me for a reason. And I want to make a difference. That's why I'm here, guys. That's why I'm investing. I'm investing more than you're investing to help you guys achieve the success your family wants, deserves. In other words, the Bible says leave an inheritance, not a bunch of credit card debt. Somebody says to you, well, Super Mix, that's $100. Well, you know how much a casket costs? Go price one. Hey, go price a funeral. I mean, people are having people cremated because they're doing the budget, the Walmart special, cremated. But if you have a service and a church and a plot, I mean, you could spend $15,000 on a funeral. You know how much Super Mix that would buy? So it's like, come on, get real, people. Get real. Well, I get free health care. Really? Yeah, all these buildings and all this, and it's all free. Everything's free. It's not free, folks. It's not free. Find somebody. Okay, what do you do if you find? How do you know if you find somebody? How do you know? Rory, come on up here real quick. Folks, this is the secret. This will change your business. This will change your business. This is powerful, powerful. So, Rory, did you sponsor Kevin?
I did not.
Okay, come here. So how did you find Kevin?
Through Rizaldi. No, I'm sorry, Kevin Rizaldi. Through Gloria. I'm trying to think the line. There's too many people.
That's wrong, that's wrong.
Yeah. Oh no, Kia. There. I knew she'd speak up. Brought in Kevin, and then Kevin brought Rizaldi.
Within first week. I signed up and I called
Okay,
Kevin.
so he's created this ripple because of one couple brought in this lady, and it created it. And
Celso brought in Kia.
Yes.
Celso and Tom.
yes. So you have create this ripple. By the way, folks, if you be sure you leave that order form in the back there because I have to turn those in. I have to FedEx those in to corporate to get those prices. And it's just today only, and it's over. Anyway, so he did the developing, found somebody, and now Prani is in Thailand right now. She's still over there working, and she's signing up every Buddhist that's in Thailand. I mean, it's incredible. But that's how you didn't know him, but you knew them and found her, who knew him, and on, and he's just perpetuating that ripple effect. And he found, how did you know, Kevin, what are some of the signs that told you that Kevin was going to do this?
He never sleeps. No, Kevin, you guys, honestly, is the hardest worker I have ever met in my life. I promise you. This man does not sleep. He's on Facebook 24 hours a day. He is a leader. He wants this bad. And it's his passion to help people. It's not, that's all he's doing, you guys. He's going to his church, to the Buddhist temple, and he's sharing the product. And they pray. That's it. That's all. And because he really wants to help people, it has created a ripple effect. And normally the religious community does not want to be involved in this sort of thing. But they do because of him, because they see his heart. And so that's how I knew that Kevin was the one to latch onto and run with.
So again, he recognized, and the person's going to tell you, they're going to, you don't have to, you don't talk somebody into this. You don't push them and make them. He already had that gift. He's got that heart. He's got the gift. He wants to do something better in life. And so it's our job as a leader to recognize that when we find somebody like that, right? Just like Rory, I sponsored Quang. I didn't sponsor Rory. Quang sponsored Rory, who sponsored somebody, who sponsored somebody, who sponsored somebody, who sponsored somebody, which created this. And the same thing happened in Africa, and it's happened, and it'll happen right here in California. And folks, this is just we could double the size of Zija and never leave the borders of California. That's how powerful this thing is. It's just amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I
Yes.
just want to add like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So when I signed up this business, I did not want to do the business. I just want to take the product. Tom told me this business side, I didn't. But after I took the product for like 3 days, my mouth opened. So I called Kevin and said, Kevin, I found the best product for you. Not for me, but for you. So that's how I started the business. And he motivated me. So if you're not motivated, find someone underneath you that will make you do the business. Like Tom said, if you sign them up, you're responsible to help them.
Thank you. That's right. So you're the leader of your team. You're the commander-in-chief. If it is to be, it's up to you and you, right? Okay? So, and remember, we're not a fly-by-night MLM company. We're a worldwide natural health opportunity. We're giving people options instead of being a victim of one of these big buildings over here that are killing people. And they do some good things. But folks, let me tell you, I know if I would have been on Zija, I wouldn't have the scar today. But I didn't know. I did. I gave myself. I didn't catch heart disease. I gave myself that. And because of my lifestyle. My lifestyle was out of control in terms of my diet. So I've really changed and cleaned up my act big time there. But I've always been focused on business, right? Focused on leadership. But again, the developers find people, right? And there's rate. Every time you move outbound, your income is going to go up. Your income's going to go up. And you're going to find somebody on your left and your right because you're looking for them, right? You got your binoculars out every day and you're looking. Oh, winner, winner, winner. And you find somebody and then you go camp out with them. You get in the financial foxhole. You put on your CIA Zija uniform and you go to work with that person and you help them grow. And you, folks, this is like, Zija is like courtship. When I met my wife, I didn't see her say, hey, honey, let's get married and let's. There was a courtship involved, right? Like, I opened the door for her. I took her out to dinner. She didn't have to buy. I bought. You know, I'm the man. I'm sorry, ladies, I'm old-fashioned. But, you know, it's like old school. But the point is, I pursued the relationship, and I still do, right? But the fact is, that was 41 years ago. But how, it's not, I met her and then all of a sudden, let's get married and blah, blah. No, we fell in love. We created, right? So I met my wife before she was my wife, and I upgraded her thinking that I was worth it. Right? So we get people involved. Kevin, is your Zija thinking been upgraded?
Yes.
Okay?
Always.
Upgraded, right?
Thank you.
So people get in. Some of those testimonies, people get in. I don't want to do the business. Like the folks I sponsored up in Angels Camp, east of Stockton, California. She's 69 years old. She said, I'm retired. And I said, I know. So if Zija sends you a check, what church do you want it to go to? I have fun with it, right? So she didn't see herself doing the business, but I see her doing the business. So I said, look, just give the money to a church or a charity. And she decided that she did need the money. But people don't want to do the business. Who wants to do the business? Nobody wants to do the business, but people want the benefits, right? Mm-hmm. So you get people enrolled on the product, and that lady came in because she saw a flower, a tulip, in your house. And it's amazing what that one conversation, it created a worldwide business. That one conversation. One person can change the dynamics of your business forever. But you got to be there, ready, positioned. You get people enrolled on the product, and then you work and you upgrade their thinking. You meet your spouse, you meet your next significant partner, and it wasn't necessarily love at first sight, it was love over a term, right? Because you became closer and closer and became connected, right? And that's this business. This business is the same way. Developers have a way of bringing people in and working with them and not blowing them out of the water and be an MLM, hypey person, but somebody that actually genuinely cares about them and their future. That's the power of this whole developer side. And if you do that, you're going to find somebody that's going to it's going to change the financial dynamics of your life. It's just a very, very powerful thing. And this year's going to happen many, many things. And again, all of you that place order today are going to get the CBD oil sample with it. And it will mail out the first week. And stay tuned there'll be more and more science comes out. And the reason it's not out right now, because we don't want the competition to know our secret. And there's some really serious secrets. I know the secrets. It's not like put a Band-Aid on there's a lot of science to it. And we will definitely be the CBD oil company of the future.
Wow.
We will have the best of the best. And it's for real. It's not hocus pocus. It's not a bunch,
Would you think that that'll be a patented delivery system?
Huh?
Do you think they'll patent that delivery system?
Will they? That's a good question. I'm not sure about that. They're still working out the details. Even the name, it's going to be a male brand. And I'm sure there'll be kits and stuff. They're putting all of that together. But this is brand new. It's super new. But in the next 60 days, you'll see more and more of it as we get closer. and they are the resource. It's just like where you get the product, how they get it, and how it's processed. All of those things come into play, because when you do this, you're going to get results. It's not going to be a placebo effect. It's going to work. And it's really effective in a lot of areas. People that have sleep disorders, it has such a calming effect, relaxing calming effect, that a lot of people have sleep disorder, because we live in a fast-paced life and stressed out. Everybody's stressed out. It will calm. Not a drug, not like a sleeping pill, but just the hormones that cause you to. It just does, and it's very, very effective. So, thank you all for being here and being part of this new year, new you, and it is a new you for sure. Zeja's on the move. 2019, the dynamics, so many things are in the works, and I just want to encourage you to really get to the regional events. Get to that Dallas event, and the more people you get there on your team, the bigger explosion you're going to have. And you'll hit numbers and ranks that you've always thought about, dreamed about, but you just haven't been able to get there. So this is the time to really do that. Troy, you have anything else?
No, we ran out of order forms, Tom, so how can they work that?
Did Tim?
Yeah, we're out.
They're all gone?
I have an extra one.
Okay, cool. We need, I think just one.
Yeah, one more.
Okay.
Okay. If we can have them print some more off. I want everybody to have a chance to do that, to get that the orders. So anyway, I am so I'm excited for all of us, because the rules of engagement at Zeja corporate right now, they're moving in the right direction with so many different projects and things that we're going to see just an amazing transformation here. And you guys are part of it. All of you are part of it. And I wish the best for all of you in 2019.
Yes.
So my New Year's resolution is I want to do more. I want to help more people. I want to help the international markets grow faster. Help corporate with taking care of issues and problem areas, hot spots, so to speak. And they're just doing a great job. I'm so proud to be associated with this company and associated with you. And we are the 21st century wellness company, and we will make a difference in the world. We're going to make a difference in the world. Thank you, guys. God bless you.